to section 17 is, this is very important. Special police officers, SPO. What is the purpose to designate such class of police officers? There are no such official designation. You will come to know by the end of this section. Now, purpose is, if there is unlawful assembly, riot, or disturbance of peace and it has taken place or it is reasonably apprehended, यानी कि कोई डिस्टर्बेंस, कोई जो शांति में भंग है, कोई हो चुका है या फिर आशंका है उसकी, उस केस में जो पुलिस वहां पे एम्प्लॉयड है, उन्हें लगता है कि that they are not in sufficient numbers to prevent or protect the inhabitants and secure the property in such place, then what remedy, then what recourse, not remedy, but what recourse they have? They have recourse to get as many as residents of the neighborhood as special police officers, and for such time and within such limit as the police officer required. So what they have to do, that any police officer not below rank of inspector, ठीक है, नॉट बिलो रैंक ऑफ इंस्पेक्टर, इंस्पेक्टर के रैंक से ऊपर कोई भी अप्लाई कर सकता है टू द नियरेस्ट मजिस्ट्रेट to appoint so many of the residents of the neighborhood as SPO as required by the police officer. And magistrate shall comply unless contrary reasons appears. अगर उसे लगता है कि ये जरूरी नहीं है, then magistrate may not comply, but otherwise magistrate shall comply is the wording. Now, coming to section 18, section 18 is describes about the powers of special police officers. We have just discussed under section 17. Here, any person which is appointed as SPO shall have same powers, privileges, and protection. Not only powers, privileges, and protection, but liability also to the same duties, and also amenable to the same penalties which we will discuss in the upcoming classes. Now, there will be subordinate to the same authorities. किसकी तरह? Same as ordinary police officer. ठीक है, ऑर्डिनरी पुलिस ऑफिसर्स की तरह उनकी सारे पावर्स, प्रिविलेजेस, प्रोटेक्शन, लाइबिलिटी और पेनाल्टीज भी उन पर लगेगी और वो सबऑर्डिनेट भी होंगे सेम. नाउ सेक्शन 19, व्हाट इफ they refuse to serve as special police officer? After being appointed as special police officer without sufficient excuse, अगर वो अपनी ड्यूटी में कोई दे निग्लेक्ट देयर ड्यूटी या फिर वो रिफ्यूज करते हैं कि वो ऐसे सर्व नहीं करेंगे या ओबे नहीं कर रहे हैं लॉफुल ऑर्डर को या डायरेक्शन को जो उन्हें दिया जा रहा है, तो वो लायबल होंगे और वो कन्विक्ट होंगे बिफोर मैजिस्ट्रेट. अब उनकी लाइबिलिटी क्या है? लाइबिलिटी है टू फाइन नॉट एक्सीडिंग 50 रुपीज फॉर एवरी नेग्लेक्ट, रिफ्यूजल और डिसोबीडियंस. Coming to section 20, authority to be exercised by police officer. Section 20 talks about authority that police officer shall have, but only if they are authorized under this act. Other than this act, they are not authorized to exercise authority. Okay, now such a small section. Now coming to section 21, it is also very important. Village police officer. In the starting of this section, हेरिडिटरी और अदर विलेज पुलिस ऑफिसर जो होंगे पहले से, वो अनअफेक्टेड रहेंगे इस एक्ट से, अनलेस वो विलेज पुलिस ऑफिसर्स या हेरिडिटरी पुलिस ऑफिसर एनरोल हो जाए अंडर दिस एक्ट. जैसे ही वो एनरोल हो जाते हैं अंडर दिस एक्ट, they will be governed by this act and shall be responsible as well under this act. अदरवाइज जो हेरिडिटरी और विलेज पुलिस ऑफिसर चलते आ रहे थे वो अनअफेक्टेड रहेंगे। नाउ कोई भी हेरिडिटरी या फिर विलेज पुलिस ऑफिसर जो भी एनरोल्ड होंगे इस एक्ट में, वो उनके कंसेंट के बिना एनरोल नहीं होंगे, या उनके कंसेंट से जिनके पास नॉमिनेशन का राइट है, नॉमिनेट करने का राइट है। ठीक है, सो कंसेंट इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट। एनरोल तो हो रहे हैं लेकिन कंसेंट भी जरूरी है। अब दिस इज रिलेटेड टू फोर्ट विलियम प्रेसिडेंसी पुलिस चौकीदार। In the last para of this section 21, last para, this is redundant, uh, not applicable. Now moving to another section 22. Police officers is always on duty, like soldiers is never on holiday. It is same, it's same applicable to police officer. So section 22 is the manifestation of that thing. Section 22 says police officers always on duty and may be employed in any part of the district. And any part of the district means general police district. Okay. Section 23. Duties. What are the duties of police officers? Section 23 talks about duties. Duties. First, promptly obey, execute all orders and warrants lawfully issued. Second, collect and communicate intelligence affecting public peace. Third is prevent the commission of offense and public nuisances. And then is detect and bring offenders to justice. And to apprehend all persons. Apprehend मतलब arrest करना अगर उनके पास sufficient ground है और वो legally authorized है. Now, another duty, without warrant, they can enter and inspect where? Drinking shop, gaming house, other places of resort for loose and disorderly characters. So these are some duties. ये आप एक रीड करेंगे, पहले से ही हमें ड्यूटीज पता है और इसलिए इसे याद करने में टाइम नहीं लगेगा. Now coming to section 24. 24, police officer may lay information or apply for summon, warrants, search warrant, such other legal processes before magistrate. Simple answer is before magistrate. Section 25. Police officer to take charge of unclaimed property. Police officer shall be subject to the magistrate orders as to disposal of such property, such unclaimed property which they have taken charge of. So, the police officer shall take such property and then furnish the inventory to the magistrate of the district. And then magistrate order shall guide the disposal of such property. And what are those orders? Disposal of the properties that is given under section 26. 26 shall guide the police officer here to how to dispose the property. Magistrate may detain property and issue a proclamation. तो पहले मैजिस्ट्रेट क्या करेगा? डिटेन कर लेगा प्रॉपर्टी को और प्रोक्लेमेशन इशू करेगा. उस प्रोक्लेमेशन में क्या स्पेसिफाई होगा? वो आर्टिकल स्पेसिफाई होगा. दूसरी चीज कि द पर्सन हु हैज अ क्लेम, किसी भी पर्सन का जिसका वो सामान है, जिसकी वो प्रॉपर्टी है, उसे रिक्वायर करेगा थ्रू दैट प्रोक्लेमेशन अपीयर and establish his right over that property, obviously. Timeline is within 6 months from date of such proclamation. ठीक है, 6 महीने के अंदर आपको अपीयर होना है और अपने राइट को स्टैब्लिश करना है. ठीक है. Then again CRPC 525 we have to check with the compare with the BNSS. वो इस चीज को डील करेगा. Now section 27. confiscation of property if no claimant appears. Suppose here he had to appear, the person had to appear before magistrate to claim his right over that property. Now he does not appear. What will be the process? Section 27 deals with the same issue. Now, Section 27 says that if within allowed period no claim is made, then the proceeds thereof, if not already sold in Section 26 subsection 2, that is this this section, that is this is subsection 2 where disposal of property is made. Under BNSS also there is a provision where the disposal of the property is given, and where there is a provision where property is sold. I'm not going to go into that because then that it will be a longer class. We'll keep it here only. So if it is not already sold as per section 26 subsection 2, then what is the recourse, not the remedy? Recourse is that such property is to be sold. Sold. Okay, this is the way forward after no claim is made. Now subsection 2 of section 27 says if it is sold under section 27 subsection 1, that is this, or 26 subsection 2, that is this, and no claim is established, then the sale proceeds, जो सेल करने के बाद जो प्रोसीड्स बचते हैं, जो उसके रिमेनिंग बचते हैं, वो दैट शैल बी एट द डिस्पोजल ऑफ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड करेगी कि उन प्रोसीड्स के साथ क्या करना है, कहाँ लगाना है. Now, coming to section 28, person refusing to deliver up a certificate, etc., on ceasing to be a police officer. Now, if he has been seized to enroll as a police officer, he ceased to enroll as a police officer under the act, whatever may be the reason, and he's not delivering the certificate, the clothing, the accoutrements, the appointment, and other necessaries supplied to him when he was appointed as a police officer under this act and enrolled under this act, then he shall be liable to a penalty. What is the penalty? He is liable to not exceeding 200 rupees, or this is a fine, or imprisonment not exceeding 6 months, with or without hard labor, or both. Or both. Okay.